So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on Saturday, but you're missing the key point, Ryan.
I don't know. What's Saturday? It's been a long week, bud.
Congrats on the 4 months today, though, bro.
Yeah, how about that?
Still nothing?
No. Do we have plans? I might have made other plans.
I mean, doing the podcast from Charlevoix Pizza Company. Roy is going to be on at some point. I think I might do his separate. And then something's going on before all that, though. I'd say about 7:10, 7:15, maybe around there.
Do we have something? I don't know.
Ryan, it's my 7 months.
Oh.
I thought you had a clock for me on your phone. They got an app for that. Thought you had one for...
I knew ours was pretty close to the same week.
But still, you had no idea.
What
cool.
day does that land on?
Saturday.
The what day? 17th?
No.
15th? 14th?
13th.
13th.
Even though December 15th...
I don't even know what day it is.
December 15th is my sober date.
Mine's 311.
2 minutes not 211. Oh, wait, 311 was the band, right?
Down.
Zom, zom. Yo. And, by the way, the reason why there's 2 parts to this is because my 1996 laptop. I don't know, man. Not sure what's going on with it. And Susan said...
Craps the bed every once in a while on us.
Yeah, and it just stops. Just because there's not enough storage on it or something. I don't know, man. I've never not one time looked at porn on this computer. Not one time. Not serious. Not ever.
Okay.
That's what phones are for, bro. Like, you don't look at porn on your computer. Everybody knows that. You don't click stupid emails. You especially with the stuff that I'm doing with it. You know, I do videos, I do audio, but I don't do videos anymore because I don't got no room. I got no roof. So, I don't know. But Susan was like, hey, there's a blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to start saying too much stuff, but I was like, really? That's awesome. I was excited. And then you guys were like, where's that?
Well, I hope it comes through. We definitely need it.
You want something you want to say to Susan right now?
Thank you, Susan.
Okay. I meant like sorry for doubting her.
You're the one who doubted her for the most part.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I was all
Don't
geeked,
even
man.
throw this on me.
And then I was like,
I'm done being the fall guy.
no, you're not. And then I was no, you're not. And I was like, well, if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. So
he's like, I don't trust Susan. I don't trust
I never
women.
said that. I
don't
never
even
said
trust
that.
my own mom.
Oh, stop. You're being absurd. You're being insane, Ryan. My cat's a female. I trust my cat.
All right.
But no, I never said those words. Not like that. I just said that if it's too good to be true, it's too good.
Yeah,
I've learned that so many times in my life. But you know what? The way things are going right now, and it just feels like everything's falling the way it's supposed to, man. Like, I'm almost getting too excited. Just about being sober, man. Having fun. Like, I'm serious. Even that little trip that we took earlier.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you guys even got in the car. Like,
Chris was all waiting in the car. We weren't even in there yet. It's like, it looks like he's ready.
I came up and grabbed my charger, and I come back down, and Chris was nowhere to be found. Chris got the hood up on my 2002 Mazda Millennia.
Charging the battery.
Yep, got the hood up. And I came out, and you guys were in the garage, and I was in there, and looked around. I'm like, where's Chris? And I was like, oh. And I just assumed, Chris took off, walked into another meeting, or did he get a ride or ride him? Where's Chris? You know, and you're like, he's in the car. I'm like, what? I was like, that's a dedicated. He's dedicated, man. I mean, it was cool. That, you know, here we are, 90, in my opinion, 90% chance that we're gonna be just walking home, and I'm cool with it, and you guys are just like, let's go.
Riding on a 15-minute charge.
Yeah,
see where we can go.
That was cool, man. It really was. It was fun, and we had a good time. We charged a car from the inside of the restaurant with an extension cord. Dude, Oh God! You should have seen it. We gotta start taking pictures and stuff.
We should have. I wanted to record it, but you were calling too. You're like, here she comes. She's coming out here. She's coming around. She's pissed.
I thought he was joking. I thought Chris was joking. I was like, oh yeah. And then I saw her, and I was like, oh no. And I was like back in third grade.
What are you doing?
I don't know what that is. It's a green something. It's plugged into that thing. I don't know.
Oh, and you had your phone charger. Your phone
was charged.
What's this?
It's my personal charging station is what you called it. You're like, Corey, that's your personal charging station. Like, yeah, kind of looks like it.
We just thought we were at one of them kind of cafes. It's a coffee house.
Yeah. Let's start one. You need to charge your car? Oh, stop in. Order a pizza.
Yep. Charge it up.
They should start charging. I'm surprised, They're missing out. Now they're probably going to hear this podcast. They're like, we're charging $1 for the sauce. We can charge $5 for charging batteries.
They made up for it on the sauce.
Yeah, Little Caesars will start advertising too. Free battery charging while you wait.
It'll be a new thing.
Just to get over on them a little bit.
How was your week? What'd you do?
Today was my Tuesday because I go back to work usually Wednesdays. Dude, it's awesome. It's an awesome little day, bro.
I didn't go to work today. Didn't have work.
Oh, man.
Went and had breakfast with Brett.
Aww.
Kept him company. We went to a noon meeting. That was good. Got my coin.
It's cool.
And
Charlevoix needs to step up their coins.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Because the BVA, man, they got out some really good coins. I mean, a coin's a coin,
I think I got... Well, no, my last one I was at Saturday Night Live in Petoskey. And I instantly washed the coin the first night, and it had like a green laminate on it. It all came off. Looks pretty cheesy first day. Beat it down.
I got to figure out who I'm going to give my coin to.
Oh, we're going to give them to somebody?
Yeah, I give them. Because, dude, them coins mean nothing to me. Except when I give them to people. Mm-hmm. Then it makes me want to get them. It's the people that I've put through hell. Like, I gave my...
Oh, okay.
My sister my second month. No, my mom my second month. My sister my third month. My mom my mom my fourth. My brother my fifth. Or maybe it was my brother my fourth, my mom my fifth. And then my stepdad my sixth. So this one, I should send it to my real dad and be like, thanks for the support, asshole. No. Steal from Eminem. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. Man, there's so many people that I've put through hell.
Me? You'd probably give it to me.
For being my fall guy.
Being the fall guy all the time.
But it makes me feel better, though.
I'm here for help.
Yeah.
Anything you need, Corey.
Yeah. So, you were hanging out with Brett today. Mm-hmm. You're like saying why you had to keep him company. Why was that?
Yeah. Our good buddy had a little relapse.
It's funny that you mentioned relapse. I was just going to talk about that. And I say I'm the king of relapse, and that's not bragging. That is, I want you to understand the pain that you go through when you relapse and when you let people down. It's one of the worst feelings you can ever have. After telling people, no, I'm doing great, and you feel like it sometimes. You feel like you're doing great, and you feel like there's no way in hell I'm going to drink again. And just something, man, just makes you. I remember one time my parents went out to California, and I think this is why my brother's friend doesn't talk to me anymore. Doesn't even buy me Christmas gifts. Uh-oh. I bought him a bidet, bro. I was like, Merry Christmas. Nothing. That's another story, another time. But they were going out there, and I was like, ooh, the house alone, drinking, nobody will find me, and I can. Nope. Didn't turn out so hot. Back in the hospital, I don't think I went to... No, I didn't go to rehab that time, because my mom was like, you've been... How many times are you going to go? Like, what possibly could you learn? And she was right, and I didn't. And I went back to school, and that was like my first semester back, maybe, or something. I don't know, man. It was a horrible time. And I justified it to myself, too. Sorry if I'm boring you, Ryan.
No, I'm just tired. Not of your story.
Okay, good, because it's a good one. But no, I told myself, because I'd already completed, like, the, what is it called? The intensive outpatient. Or no, I was, like, too short from completing it or some crap. I don't know. But anyway, I went to, like, 48 of these damn things, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, from 1 to 4 or something. It was, like, 3 hours. But I learned, about the different stages of recovery. And, first, you're on that, some call it the pink cloud. I don't know. There's another term for it too that I actually referred to it as, but there's just, you feel good again. Your body is not dragging. You're just, like, wow, like this is great. I love it. I'm getting up at 6 in the morning.
It takes about a month to get to that at least.
Yeah. Sometimes
pink cloud in it.
Sometimes a couple weeks. Depends how you do it. But I thought I
hated myself for at least
3
solid weeks.
Mm-hmm. But this time I was planning it, so it was going to be perfect. I'm going to do it like this, and then that, because otherwise I would have been hitting the wall. When I went back to school, I would have been hitting the wall, and I was like, man, I don't want to go through that. But I can do this, go through the honeymoon phase, the honeymoon period, and man, it'll be just amazing because I'll be ready to go. Look, they're going to leave. The house is all mine. Nobody's going to be coming by. I can get drunk. And that sounded like a good idea to me. Like it's not hard to talk yourself into something like that, and after hearing about Brett, and at first I thought Matt was joking, and I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah. I
was like, wait a minute. And I started playing the tape back going, man, there was some signs there, like, man, I don't know.
Just took off.
Yeah. And it just takes a little bit of opportunity sometimes. And it's cunning, baffling, and powerful, man. It really is.
I got a text from him, like 8:30. Asked me how my day was going. I was on my date, so I didn't answer him. But that didn't seem out of the ordinary. Or, couldn't tell what was going on by that.
He just seemed real excited. Like he seemed like overly excited almost. And that's how I was when my parents were about to leave. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. Where's my chance? But
well, it turned out he needed somebody to talk to. Had a few things bumming him out, and
that's what we're here for. And he knows that now. And I don't think any less of him at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's better that he's here, and it's better that he faced it, and that he's actually facing it, with us. He doesn't think of us as friends, but we kind of are.
But we're not going anywhere.
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, eventually we will, but
still hunting you down, Brett.
Mm-hmm. But in 217, and that's the thing, it helps me a lot because it's something that I do. It's something I put out there on Front Street. I wrote my friend Kendra a letter. She's our Tupac of the crew. Like, you haven't met her yet, but you will. I'm like Snoop. I'm like, we got to sign this guy, We got to get this guy out of jail. But I wrote her today, and I was talking about how, 217 is really helping me, and how putting it out there is kind of a way to remain accountable.
Yeah, keeps you accountable.
I don't want
people thinking you're a big failure.
Yeah,
and fake.
And I'm not a failure. I'm not a fake. But it's just one more thing. I mean, there's a million things and million reasons I have to not go out and drink. And it's just one more thing. But it's like one of those things that I had to realize, and I realized it day 2 when I was in treatment, like, what's going to keep me sober? When someone asked me, what's going to keep me sober? Well, I know I didn't drink when I was on the radio. When I didn't drink anyway. I mean, I did when I was younger in my career, but that was dumb. Heard a commercial, was drunk, realized not going to do it again. So I was like, okay, I really have to make this a career and not just be a drug counselor, because that's what I was going back to school for. And I love taking psychology classes, loved it, but that's not really what I want to do. I don't want to sit in an office all day. I don't want to sit, or I'll sit in the office all day, but it's better have a studio in it, and in some ways to kind of entertain people because I love doing that. I love just
I love the thrill of the ride.
yeah.